Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to do a quick flight test of this quad that I built, this custom quad. Now it's blowing 60-mile-an-hour winds outside, and I really did build this quad for outside. I wanted to see what range I could get from the 5.8 video. This is the VTX from Banggood that's 200 milliwatts, so much more powerful than the standard X4. So I thought I'd do a flight indoors with this. Now, I'm not going to be using the Skyhawk TX. This is my favorite TX, but I'm going to use the H107D TX, which I really don't like, and I'm really not very good at flying with. So I think that I'm going to probably experience some difficulties with flying and trying the FPV at the same time, because I just don't like the resolution. But the reason why I'm doing it is the H107D has the built-in DVR, which is awful, by the way. I really don't want to use it, but I didn't really want to set up my laptop for this. It's just sort of a quick video. But the DVR on the TX of the H107D really is not usable. I just wanted to show you the kind of quality that I was getting really from the sort of the lack of dropouts in the signal, because this is much better than the standard H107D. If you're wondering what the setup is, check out my previous video to this one. I took the top off here and showed you my setup. But yeah, let's go and check out a flight. But it's going to be really difficult for me to FPV in the house, just because I'm used to a slightly wider field of view these days as well. This is the 808 field of view, which is narrower, believe it or not, than I'm used to, even though it is a very wide angle itself. But yeah, really, what I'm hoping to do is connect the laptop up, because I think the signal from this is superb, actually. So yeah, let's go check out the flight. So this is just a quick flight in the living room, really, nothing fancy. This camera doesn't handle the low light as well as the 808-16 camera, but I'm sure it's the same or similar to that of the Proto X FPV. Now you can see here I'm really struggling with the transmitter. I nearly hit myself there. I'm not managing to fly very smoothly either. I can fly much smoother with the Skyhawk TX, but the camera's bobbing up and down there. It doesn't do too bad in the low light conditions, considering, really, and this setup is so light. I think the camera itself is 4 grams and the VTX is 2 grams or 1 gram if you manage to remove that casing. I'm going to buy another, I think, and see if I can get the casing removed. But you can see here I'm sort of flying line of sight and sort of half FPV when I'm going away from me here. This is the part where I'm flying FPV. But I was really struggling with the controls of the TX. I know other people are using it fine, which, you know, that's great. It's just my preference, really. I'm used to a more sort of premium transmitter, and that is because I used to fly with the Futaba Field Force 8, which has got great resolution. It's very old now, of course, and obsolete, but the Skyhawk TX reminds me much more of this. Like I say, apologies for the jerkiness of the flight here. You can get really smooth shots with this. Not that I think you won't be doing any serious aerial photography with this. It is really cool to share these kind of videos though, and they look really good on a phone as well. I don't have the Proto X FPV. If somebody wants to send me one to review it against this, then that would be great. But yeah, this setup was inspired by the FPV Proto X setup. It's using a HD camera, sort of all-in-one FPV system, and I can look at the screen on the Skyhawk TX and the H107D TX there. You can see I'm trying a FPV, but the quad's just drifting, and you don't get sort of any feedback from the sticks at all of the 107D TX. They're sort of plastic dials, and it's not something that I'm fond of. Nearly smacked into the wall there and crashed on the floor. There's a prop in the view as well, slightly there. I could probably angle the camera further down or position the camera lower. That's the one advantage of this setup over the Proto X FPV. I'm not claiming that this is a better setup. I think it will definitely be better on range, and that's the reason why I built it, really. But I'm not able to test it. I wanted to get a camera outside because the trees are literally sideways. I think on the news it said that it was 60 mile an hour wind. You can see me trying to FPV there, but again, just nearly crash into me. You know, some of it may be the low frame rate. I have taken the DVR of this to show the frame rate. That's all it's going to be useful for. Just ignore the quality of the DVR. It really is subpar, and the quality is much better on the screen. I'd have probably been better pointing a camera at the screen to show the quality. It is crystal clear, one of the clearest views that I've ever seen from an FPV screen, actually. It's a really good quality video transmitter, and obviously the signal coming out of the H107C camera is pretty decent as well. I'm still trying to understand why they didn't do this in the first place. I don't know if it's an evolution of the quad or what, but there we go, that is the flight, and thanks for watching. Hopefully there'll be another video soon where I take it further outside.